of which the foundations and laws shall be drawn from mere naturalism. Humanum Janus, on Freemasonry, Leo XIII, paragraph 10, April 20, 1884. Masonry is A secret society of a character opposed to right moral principles. B, an organization demanding from its members an oath which is unjust and too sweeping. C, proved guilty of much social injustice. D, essentially anti-Catholic. E, a false religion. The Church does not condemn any society merely because it is secret, but she condemns secret societies when she knows that the obligation of secrecy is being misused. A Catholic may not join the Odd Fellows, a type of secret society similar to the Freemasons, formed in England in 1812, but with some lodges begun as early as 1745 and introduced into America in 1819, although that society does not fall under so strict a condemnation as Freemasonry. The Church forbids her children to be communists because communism is fundamentally materialistic, atheistic, anti-Christian, anti-God, and opposed to the fundamental rights of man and the basic principles of society. It restricts, for instance, the right to private property, sanctioned by the natural law and the positive law of God. It takes away every true incentive to self-development and progress. It destroys liberty. It breaks up the family. It is unjustly totalitarian, etc. The Fifth Commandment. The Fifth Commandment is, "Thou shalt not kill." Without this commandment, there would be no security for the life of man, either for his physical life or his spiritual life. Life is man's greatest good. So God wishes to safeguard it against attack. God alone is the author of life. He alone may take life. Apart from the circumstances of a just war, the execution of a criminal, and legitimate self-defense. The Fifth Commandment forbids A, willful murder, which is one of the sins crying to heaven for vengeance because it usurps God's right over life, destroys one whom God has made to his own image and likeness, robs him of his most precious possession, and sends a soul into eternity unprepared. B, abortion, which is willful murder committed before a child's birth. Often disguised as termination of pregnancy, it deprives a child of heaven forever. It is punished by the Church with excommunication. C, suicide, which is willful self-murder, a crime against God, against society, against one's family, and against oneself. D, exposing one's life or health to unnecessary danger without sufficient cause. E, fighting, which is opposed to the law of charity and which can lead to physical harm to self or others, and which can lead to murder. F, quarreling, which tends toward fighting and even murder. G, injurious words, which lead to quarrels and their consequences. Quote, "Whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire." Matthew 5:22. H, scandal, which is any word, deed, or omission, wrong or seeming to be wrong, and leading others to sin. Those who give bad example to those under them, such as parents who curse and quarrel before their children, those who by their behavior teach or suggest evil, those who ridicule piety in others, those who counsel others to do evil, and those who provoke others to sin are guilty of malicious scandal. Another name for it is soul murder. What a terrible sin! Even murder of the body is one of the sins mentioned in the Bible as crying to heaven for vengeance. Scandal is undoing the work of Christ, who came to save all men, and doing the work of the devil. Quote, "Woe to the world because of scandals," said our Lord. And, quote, "He that shall scandalize one of these little ones that believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone should be hanged about his neck, and that he should be drowned in the depth of the sea." Matthew 18:7-6. Often, ill-instructed people take scandal from even lawful things. Hence, particular care is necessary when this danger is present. Bad example, which is really scandal of a milder form. Evil, like fever, is contagious, especially with the young. Anger, which leads to quarrels and many other evils. Quote, "Whosoever is angry with his brother shall be in danger of the judgment." Matthew 5